Hi guys, welcome back to Shaman's Kitchen. I want to say a pleasant good night to each and every one of you. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, I would like to welcome you to my channel. So I'm going to be sharing a recipe tonight for bora and dried anchovies or dried mullet. If you want to see how I'm doing this, come on down and let's get cooking. So today's dinner, I'm going to be making some bora stew instead of curry, and I have here some, anybody know what this is? This is some dried mullet, we would call it back home, but here I found some in the store and it says anchovies. So this dried mullet or anchovy tastes so delicious in any vegetable or some cook up rice or even khichdi. If you add this into those dishes, it enhances the dish and gives a beautiful flavor. Sometimes dry shrimp can do the work as well. So today we're going to be cooking up some very delicious vegetable and dried fish. So while I'm cutting up the bora, I'm going to add some hot water into the dry anchovies or the dry mullet, and this is to plump up the fish a little for us, and it's also going to wash away any impurities. So into the bora, I'm going to be adding half of a fresh coconut. I'm going to grate this and I will squeeze the milk out and add this to our bora because it adds flavor. It adds a very rich creaminess to the dish when it's done, and it's also full and packed with nutrients. So friends, here are some of the ingredients I'm going to be adding to our bora and dried anchovy. I have here some headless fresh green onions from my garden. I have some fine thyme from my garden, freshly picked. I have one onion. I have some flat leaf parsley, or in Guyana we call them celery, some fresh one from my garden. I am adding some garlic, and I have some fresh picked wirrie pepper from my garden. I'm gonna chop these up and I'll come right back and show you guys the next step. So I have all my seasoning chopped up, and I just want to show here the wirrie pepper from my garden. I cut open them and the smell is so amazing. Like, it have that smell that I can't even explain how beautiful it smells. So I can't wait to bite into one with my dinner tonight. I already have my coconut milk squeezed. So we're heading down to the stove now to prepare our bora and dry anchovies or dried mullet. So my oil is warm. I'm gonna add in my beautiful fresh ingredients. We're gonna fry these up. just for a few minutes to open up all the flavors of our fresh ingredients before we add anything else to the pot. I want to give it a turn. I'm going to mix all that together. I had like 1 teaspoon of oil in the bottom just to cook the ingredients for a few minutes, and we will come back after 2 minutes. So now we're gonna add our bora into the pot. We're going to mix this up. I'm going to add my fine thyme in here now. And I'm just going to pull them back from the stem and drop them into the pot. Fresh like that. This is going to add some nice flavor to the dish. So I'm going to be adding 2 potatoes into the dish as well. And the red potatoes, I like to cook them with the skin. So I'm going to thinly slice these because I want them to cook quickly and to actually melt away in the dish. You can also add potatoes to this dish, but today I'm gonna add some potatoes instead. I'm adding 1 large tomato, and this is from my garden. Look how beautiful this is, freshly picked from the garden. So I have a lot of fresh ingredients that I added into this dish today that I picked freshly from the garden. I'm going to be adding the potatoes now. I'm going to mix this up a little. And notice that I didn't add any salt yet because I'm not sure if the anchovies are salty. So after we add that, then we're going to be adding salt. So now I'm going to be adding my tomato. And I want to turn this up. So we're adding as we go. Now that we have tomato and potatoes in here, we have some other colors. So the next thing we're going to be adding is some black pepper, some freshly ground black pepper. I'm going to be adding my coconut milk. And I have about 3 cups of milk with water. So not only milk, but water and milk together. 3 cups to cook our potatoes and soften up the bora. I will let this cook for about 2 to 3 minutes before I add my anchovies in here. I just want to mention one thing. If you're not a big fan of coconut milk or you don't have any handy, you can still make this dish and you can add water instead. So let's check on how this is doing. Wow, it is boiling up like crazy. I just lower down the heat And we're gonna add our anchovies now. So here it is after I finished soaking it and washing it out about 2 times. We're gonna add it in here. And those of you who enjoy dried fish in any dish, I know you're gonna really enjoy this dried anchovies or dried mullet in your vegetables as well, because I do. It gives a very beautiful flavor. I'm gonna let it cook in for a few minutes and I'll come back and taste for salt content. So now we're gonna add our salt. I just taste the gravy and there is no salt in the anchovies. So just about a teaspoon and a half we're gonna add, and then I'll have to taste it again just to make sure that we have enough in there. So I'm gonna cover this back and we'll cook until the potatoes are nice and soft and falling apart, because they're still not cooked yet. So our bora is coming along nicely. That wirrie pepper is really giving out a nice aroma. I can't wait to taste the flavor. I'm gonna cook it down until most of the liquid is gone, but I want to see some color. The color is not too bad. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of tomato paste just to enhance the color of the dish. I'm gonna mix that in well. This is optional, just for some extra color. And I will let this cook. I have it on medium heat until the liquid is gone. I'm gonna check on the potatoes. They are cooked as well, but just to get some of that liquid out, and then this will be ready. So here it is, my friends. My bora, potato, and dried anchovy or dried mullet is done. It looks beautiful. I will taste and let you guys know how this tastes. Before I do my taste test, I have a success story to share from our very own friend Jillian. She tried one of my chicken recipe and she was very happy with it. So today I'm gonna post that success story right after this. So here is my stew bora, potatoes, and our anchovies or our dried mullet. I'm gonna dive in right now, and I have a fresh wirrie pepper from my garden. I added about 3 to this dish, and the smell of it when I open it was amazing. So tonight I want to just bite into one. I'm gonna add a piece of the anchovy into the mouthful, and I'm gonna cut this. Let's see how, yep. The smell of this pepper is so flavorful. This is one of the flavorful ones. You smell that? Oh my goodness, so nice. So I'm gonna take a nice big mouthful now. Hope this is not too hot for me. To all my viewers and all my subscribers, cheers. Wow. The bora and potato cooked in the coconut milk have such a sweet, lovely flavor, along with the fish that gives us such a beautiful taste. Dried fish in any vegetable really brings out a different delicious flavor. And to top it off with that wirrie pepper, I gotta take another mouthful. And this one is for all you guys who can't taste it. I think I'm gonna put away this far and I'm gonna go in with my fingers. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're new to my channel, I hope you will consider subscribing soon. Until then, I want to say stay blessed, stay safe. I love you guys. Bye for now.